Hello and welcome to Absolute 20 Presents Cormier Lines. This is our brand new campaign that is starting today with my lovely, most generous, always welcoming players. Say hello, players.
Hello, players.
Hello, players. Okay, I was like, we're not gonna try to say all that, right?
No.
Most generous, blah 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 players.
Never. But wow, we have some unique titles now that I'm looking at it on the side.
Oh my gosh.
I am Cam 4 out of 4 title today. That's my name.
I'm sorry.
And we're gonna all introduce ourselves as our Cam title names now. This is our new name.
5-4 title. Pretty poggers.
I love you and hate you all.
No, Lost. You had a lot to do today.
Lost, we would be nothing without you, Lost.
Exactly.
You are the queen holding
We
us
are
all together.
literally
I love you so much.
Yeah. We would be pot pies without you. That's because I don't like pot pies.
Rude. Okay.
Oh, I got nasty things in it.
Well, you don't like pot pies? Hold up.
Anyways.
I'm trying to keep my work shirt like low enough that you don't see where I work.
Thank you.
Where is it?
Oh yeah.
My name's changing.
Shush.
But yes, with all those fun little moments out of the way, I am severely injured. I bit the back of my tongue earlier today. It hurts. So I think I have a little bit of a lisp. Yeah, I hear it. So I'm not gonna like that. But you know, like they say in theater, the show must go on.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's beautiful.
And also
Thank
break
you.
a leg.
Oh, I don't want to break my leg today.
Okay. They say go bite the back of your tongue. Yeah.
I'll break my leg the second episode. I've already injured my tongue.
Mm-hmm.
He's broken enough.
Because we didn't say break your leg, that's why he got hurt.
Yeah.
So we're preventing future injuries.
Thank you. But yes,
You're so welcome.
Cormier is a. Whoa, that really changed really quick and it confused me.
Sorry. I was checking to make sure they were okay.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'll just move it to the big map.
Da, da, da.
Yeah, damn, it's so bright. Oh, but yeah. Cormier is a small independent kingdom that lies nearby the Sword Coast, you know, very close to the Well of Dragons, Bear Dusk, or Bear Gross. It's one of those two bears down there. I can never remember which bear. Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not on there. I can't see it on the side of the map. Never mind. Because I'm using the stream to watch. So I don't get blinded. But yes, we are playing a small little campaign, Bear Dusk, thank you. Focused on two of our main players. I mean, it's not really focused on, it's focused on them. Yeah, we have two nobles in our party. I would say noblemen, but one is a woman. So the noblest of nobles, not really.
Mm-hmm.
And they're employees. Yeah, that's what we would call you guys. Let's not call you lesser people.
Yeah, something like that.
One of you,
Employee.
one of you is a little questionable, but we're not going to talk about that. But so yes, little old Cormier in this world has suffered a lot. There was a civil war. many years ago. Not only that, there's constant dragon attacks. When I say constant, I like once a year, and it's not like for a short period of time. It's like 7 months out of the year. There's only 12 months in a year, so it's pretty much the whole year. But yes, our little humble area has just about 2 years ago changed ownership, if you want to call it that. The queen, Raedra, has ascended the throne, canceling her annulment to her annulment. Man, I'm really out of it right now. Canceling her.
Annulling her marriage.
Yes, annulling her marriage. Yeah, engagement. She's engaged.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes.
Very weird. I had it all written down, but everything's gone.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. So it's just the life sometimes you have to play. Pay. Not play. I'm not playing. I'm the DM. But yes, the queen herself has been changing the world around. It was very rule forward. That's a good way to say it. Everyone followed the laws very strictly. Many people probably were killed for the most dumbest things, like not bowing your head fast enough to a nobleman. Yeah, she's changing all that. Especially one of the biggest ones is, having a female in power, because that's a no-no. Only men should be in power. You know what I mean? Group.
Yucky.
Yucky.
No.
Yucky.
Boo.
But yes, she's beginning to end all of this with her 2 trusty allies. They're slowly but surely fixing the wrongs that have been very much wronged. Righting the wrongs. That's the correct terminology.
Poetry.
I'm just going to go ahead and stop with trying to make things flow. But yes, so our campaign begins with our 2 nobles attending a you could say lavish meeting. It's in the royal court itself, so of course it's lavish inside there. Now sadly, the way that we're going to introduce our characters is literally we're going to go right back to that main page. Whoever the first one's there is the first one that's wow, look at that. Kaya.
So because I'm an overachiever, I have to be punished. I get it.
I was expecting the wheel again.
Oh,
God, bring out the wheel.
We're going to bring out the Wheel of Fortune. But no. Of course we have to start with one of our nobles. We can't just be like, hey, these are the not noble people here. No.
I mean, they're just as important. We stand.
Nope. No. By design.
Okay. Well, Ayana Ceridian is a young human. She appears to be in her early 20s. She has light brown skin and loosely curled brown hair. She stands at 5'5". She wears a pink, or it's more like lavender, purple, black, gold outfit. She carries a quarterstaff, and yeah, that's it.
Okay, sounds amazing, I have to say. And not too far away. Oh, go ahead.
Frozen, so I'm gonna...
Oh, your
computer's frozen because I'm doing some troubleshooting right now.
That's amazing. We love technical difficulties. There would not be this channel without technical difficulties.
That's so true.
And sitting mere 5 or 6 chairs away from her is another, proud member of the military. Lost, go ahead and introduce your character.
Lord Warder Tristan Kaladev. He is rather tall and noble-looking man, standing at 6'4", with a slim but muscular build. His hair is black with the emo blonde bangs that fall over his eyes.
Yes.
His attire is highly decorative, with dyed cottons and silks in dark turquoise and gold. On his back is a large decorative bag that shows a peace-bound weapon. And he carries a small bag and book with him on his hip.
Wow, that was so much more in detail than the person before you.
Absolutely great. To that tab, but thanks, sweetie. I hate you, Rose.
Oh my god! I'll kill you. But yes, as you guys are sitting down at there's multiple tables in this room. I was gonna say a round table, but I mean that's just it's not that cool. Let's not be King Arthur in here. It's a man. But no, yeah, you're sitting at multiple tables. In this room there is 45 other people. I'm not listing them all.
I need a detailed guest list, please.
Yeah, only if. But there's definitely 3 people everyone knows. The Queen herself, the Lord High Marshal, and the Mage Royal. Everyone, of course, knows their face as they sit at the forefront of this courtroom. Throne room, yes.
I was about to say,
Such as a basic
Throne room, courtroom.
It's kind of the same. Yeah. In this time, yeah, courtrooms and throne rooms are the same. People are tried and executed probably in this room. But yes, before y'all is a feast, of course, as it's pretty much just the new month. They're going over, plans. All the Lord Warders, and not all of them, all the residing area, and constals are in the residing area. All come to this meeting, just see each other. You guys don't really interact a lot unless you're like paired together to go somewhere. But yeah, it's just like a common meeting. And what is our 2 nobles doing at this time?
Tristan is listening intently.
Ayana would also be listening intently. Probably kind of try to match her stature to like however the queen's sitting. Like, oh, she crossed her arms. Okay, I will also do that.
Yeah, that's woof. Someone is really in love with the queen.
As
I don't know
patriot,
Yikes.
obviously you should be in love with the queen. Everyone should be.
You should mirror her in every way.
I thought you said marry her in every day. Like, more than one way to marry her.
That too.
That too.
Yes,
Yeah.
obviously.
Like, okay,
Subvert expectations.
let's go ahead and marry the queen.
Yeah.
Group marriage. Let's go. Endgame.
No. Pretty much the person who is talking the most is the Lord High Marshal, Alicia. She's pretty much just going down the lines of, like funds and where people are going. Oddly enough, as people are getting like their locations, they get up and leave. It's not really nothing else. Like once you know what town you're going to, or if you're staying here back home, you just kind of peace out. You're like, that's the end of the meeting. That's all I needed to know. But it gets to just you two in the room. Just you two and the Queen, the Mage Royal, and the Lord High Marshal.
Oh God.
Tristan sits up a little straighter, looks over.
Ayana as well.
Yeah, looks
Looks
over at
at
Ayana.
yeah, looks at Tristan like, oh,
Nervous sweating.
you're getting tired.
Yep. Palm sweaty. Mom
It's
spaghetti.
barely
Yes. The Queen stands up. Queen Regis stands up and kind of walks over slowly to your table. She kind of sits on the table in front of y'all, just barely 5 feet away from y'all in D&D terms.
Oh my God.
Oh
she's,
my
in the
God.
square, she's in the square next to you.
Within striking range.
Super nervous. Gives a low bow, like little.
Nods her head. Yes, that's like, oh God.
Well, hello there. How are you two?
Very well.
Doing, yes, very well, Your Majesty.
Are you too nervous?
As one would be.
In your presence, of course.
There's no need to be nervous. This is just normal. I mean, one day, hopefully, well, God forbid, my Mage Royal dies. There's only one of those. But, you guys will eventually move up the ranks. We are, by the way, Tristan, we are creating new ranks. Just so you guys have some growth, so you can see where you're not constantly a Lord Warder. We're working on that slowly but surely.
I'm very happy with my current position. Thank you.
Well, that's cool. But, so, there's a town not too far from here. It's actually quite far from here, to be honest. But, it's been having some issues here lately with, the undead.
Oh my.
Yes. Necromancy. Such a bad thing.
It's truly
A
a
plague on our
nation.
country. Ah,
Oh.
I see. We
Yes.
think simply.
So I have decided to select 2 people to head over to this town and, of course, keep track of the smaller towns near it. The town's called Thunderstone. It's pretty popular in the summer, but for right now, it'll be okay. Hopefully by then, we'll have a lord to preside over there. But we do have an expert over there. He's just a field mage. He really studies the undead a lot. He's a necromancer. Let's just put it like that.
Oh.
He does have the correct documents and paperwork to be a necromancer, and he swears these are not his creations, that it is someone else. So you will also be going there just to, watch over him as well.
Understood. This seems important. not to question you, of course, but I mean, I don't have much experience. I would not want to let you down.
Well, the best way not to let me down is to not let me down. That's why I'm pairing you with the Lord Warder. You two together should be able to easily squash a few resurrected creatures.
I am confident we will do just that.
Ayana nods her head, accepting her
Fate.
So, I suggest you probably leave tomorrow. I've sent word to your Orion and your Alophon just to, have everyone ready so you guys aren't stuck the rest of today just informing all your troops. So yeah, you guys have the rest of the day just to relax and have fun.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Thank you.
Deep bow.
Okay.
Deep curtsy.
Who can go lower?
Bows
Did you
deeper.
say that? Because I was just curtsy deeper.
Very impressive. She gives you like a polite clap. But yeah.
We will be on our way then.
Yes. She hops off your table. As the Lord Marshal kind of just shaking her head off in the distance, like, oh, jeez, stop doing this.
Tristan is gonna start walking out.
Yeah, like make some false starts and then like just kind of waiting for Tristan to start walking out before Ayana does. Like, okay, good, I can walk out. She'll kind of like try to match her strides to Tristan as after they get out of the room.
Like a race. It's like you two are competing.
No, she just want to keep up with him. I assume he's taller than her. He's
Very.
longer leg.
6'4".
Yeah. Oh yeah, I couldn't even check what her height actually was. Because it was
She's just struggling.
But
Yes, as you guys are leaving the room and leaving the main castle itself, luckily enough, you guys have one of your Olifants and one of your... No, Olifants, there we go. And one of your Orions, just combined them into one, standing at the gates waiting for y'all. That's our two other characters. Let's go ahead and start with Al.
So Osius of Glavebrow is of a slender but average build, standing at 5'11" and weighing approximately 150 pounds. Stringy black locks fall to its ribs, some strands occasionally obscuring its ghostly pale face. Dull crimson eyes, colored tired, dull crimson hues, color tired, sunken eyes, accompanied by dark circles that surround them. A distinct mole rests atop of its left cheekbone, and oftentimes its lips are coated in gray or black gloss. Wisps of smoke and ash dance around as they perpetually rise from its armor painted black. A combination of half plate and spiked, black skewers and hoops riddle the plate's surfaces. A black hood emerges from the armor's collar, covering its head. It brandishes a warhammer, typically strapped to its back, and wields a shield encrusted with the silver symbol of Kelemvor.
Amazing. And Josiah, our brand new character. Well, you're not a character, you're a person. Our brand new player.
Yeah.
I should say.
Yeah.
Welcome to the game.
Hi.
Yeah. Welcome.
Yes. I hope I'll make you proud. Yeah.
I hope so.
Bro.
I'm joking. You will.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. No promises. You know what I mean?
Well, go ahead and introduce your character.
Yeah. So, My name is Roddick Dietmar, alternatively pronounced Dietmar. I am an Onryon of the Purple Dragons, sort of personal guard to my dear friend Ayana Servidian. It's gonna take a bit. It's gonna take a bit. It's gonna take a second.
Dear
But
friend.
yeah, we just had this conversation. But I'm a slow learner, you know. But I'm older. I'm up there. I'm like 54. You can tell I'm older because my skin is very tan and wrinkled. But I've got a full head of hair. It's long, not unlike my own. Kind of reddish brown, unkempt, just swept back. I'm huge though. That's the thing, is I'm old, but I'm huge. I'm 6'5", 285 pounds. I'm just nothing but just a muscle. I'm just height and muscle, you know. And yeah, I mean, as far as Roddick goes, he's just a real simple man. He doesn't really understand a lot of like the nuance that goes into his position. He doesn't understand politics so well. You know, sometimes people have to like jab him in the side to remind him to like bow and stuff at those times or whatever. But he's a great fighter. He'll hit whatever you tell him to. And he does love to talk a lot though. And he'll talk your ear off if you don't cut him off. And
no.
Yeah, that's yeah, he's got -1 charisma, but he doesn't know when to shut up. So that'll be a lot of fun. Yeah. So I'm standing. I imagine I'm kind of standing off to the side. Maybe I'm leaning on my giant maul, kind of looking a little bored, and I'm wearing my chainmail. And when Ayana approaches, I kind of stand at the ready, and you know, I ready myself for whatever it is we're gonna do.
Yeah, Ozius is definitely just looking over. He has a dull, sort of worn, leather-bound book, just full of poetry that it's constantly reading.
Yes, before you two are members of your close circle.
I walk up to Ozius. I'm told you've been informed.
Yes, they have informed us.
Perfect. We will make ready and leave tomorrow morning.
As you wish.
That starts walking off with it.
Yeah, Oz is like gone with him.
Gone with the wind.
See you all tomorrow. Okay. Okay. What you heard? I know. So, yes.
Yeah.
Would you? I need to make preparations. Do you need to make preparations as well?
Oh
yes?
yeah, you know, one of the Queen's men came by and he told me, you know, we have to go to Thunderstone. You know, it's a funny story. I once spent a whole month in Thunderstone in the barracks over there, and you know, I got in a week-long arm wrestling match with a half elf. He was very strong. I think he was using magic to cheat, you know, but well, yeah, fond memories of Thunderstone. I guess we're going over there to deal with something
Did you
or
take
other. I
breaks
don't
to
know.
sleep?
What was that?
You said
No, no, a full week long. No, I was tired and shivering by the time it was through, but you know, it was all right. I ended up winning in the end, and I won a fair amount of money for that match, so it was all good.
That's quite amazing.
Yeah. We're going with the War Wizards then, is that right?
Yes, Lord Warder, yes.
Yeah.
And
Strange bunch they are. Don't quite know. Well, you know, I don't know about them, so we'll see. But
well, please do not express those kinds of thoughts.
A funny story about War Wizards, and I imagine I kind of launch into another story, and I imagine
Ayana kind of just starts like okay, walk with me and talk.
Yeah. And so we're walking and talking.
Mm-hmm. Just having this deep conversation in front of the castle. There's probably War Wizards nearby, like
I know, like maybe don't say that.
Like, wow, that's very rude.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, most of you already have all of your stuff that you were gonna buy, so we don't have to go through that boring process of shopping.
Brother, I need to buy another. No.
Oh,
Here's my list.
oh no.
How much for
I have
one
my
day of
shopping
our
list with me.
accident?
Shopping list.
What was that, Josiah?
No, I was just kidding.
Okay. I thought it was a
was
serious
trying
one.
But yeah, if there's not really anything else that y'all have planned, I mean, you guys can go ahead and take a long rest. Woo!
Thank you so much. Wow.
God, thank God. Ayana's exhausted after spending time with Roddick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've suffered 2 levels of exhaustion.
That's
Just
one
from
of my
standing out there with him.
Yeah. Love it. I love it.
Drying my eyes a little. It was kind of good.
That got me.
But yes, it is the following morning. We will jump over to let the dice decide. Evens. We're gonna jump over to Ayana.
Oh my God, every time.
Huh,
Wait,
I mean,
wouldn't this be really unfair?
how's that unfair?
Your rule for evens. Oh no, because
Lost is
yes.
yeah, it's pretty much y'all. But yeah, as you were resting, there is a knock at the door.
She would. Is she decent?
Oh yeah, like
Okay.
like resting, like you've been up for a few hours.
Oh, okay, yes. She would. God, do I have to answer myself? I don't have an attendant for this. Jesus.
Well, you can just say enter.
Come in.
Of course, the door opens. Wow, you have people much older than you in your group. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yes, it's almost like she feels very inadequate compared to all of them.
Yes, a 32-year-old human male enters the room. He has brown eyes with dark brown hair. He stands in not as tall as your other Orion. He stands in at 5'11", has a muscular build. You know, he always has like a cocky look on his face, but I mean, his face is attractive. You would know this as Orion Thomas, as he like gives you a deep bow.
Hello, Thomas.
Good morning, Constal.
Good morning. Is it time to go? I'm very, I must say, I'm very worried about this going to Thunderstone thing. You know, last time I traveled outside of the major city was sort of my training, and it was, slightly, just a little scary, but now it's, under orders of the queen, so if anything happens, it's all on my shoulders.
The Lord Warder will be there with you.
Yes, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I will lean on Tristan's seniority and expertise.
I highly suggest you don't do that. You two might be of the same rank, but purple dragons always take the lead.
So it is on my shoulders, as I thought. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
I was trying to make you feel better.
All right. Well, I will have everything packed, and I will be out shortly. Thank you.
Yes. We leave in 5 minutes.
All right. That's fine.
Okay. And he kind of like turns the door, closes it. But he turns the door. He turns around and closes the door.
He turns the door.
I fucking hate her.
Like, hello? Are you breaking my door?
Destruction of property. Yes, but After he closes the door, there's another knock. It's a young female's voice. It's like, "Oh, can I come in?"
Do I recognize this voice?
Yeah, it would be like one of like the handmaids that reside in this place.
Oh yes, come in.
Yeah, she comes in. She begins to assist you with, packing up. She kind of like just knocks
Ayana
it.
would babble all her fears to this person as well. No awareness that she shouldn't be doing that.
She's like, "Oh no. Consul, you will do just fine. Your mother. Think of her.
Yes, well, she lost an arm.
Think of her before she lost an arm. My mistake. I am deeply sorry." She bows
No.
very heavily.
No, it's all right. I mean, she was an amazing consul, and I have a lot to live up to with her name. Well, I see why this is why we don't go by our last names. But still.
She was an amazing woman. She is an
She's
amazing
alive.
woman.
She's not
My
dead.
mistake.
I was like, oh, you already
again.
killed off my mom off screen. That's crazy.
Bows again. I'm so sorry. It's just, once they leave the military, we don't really refer to them. Besides to other servants.
It's all right.
Thank you.
I'm known for many social blunders as well. I understand.
Everyone has a negative one. Besides a few people.
And we all just feel like pieces of shit around
It's like,
a few people who don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, she assists you packing your bags. Everything's all nice and ready. As we'll jump over to Tristan. Tristan, as you wake up, of course there's a knock on your door.
Mage hand it open.
Ah, yes, before you
Nice.
stands your Alphon Vicky.
Ah. Good morning.
She gives you a little curtsy.
Good morning. All right, is everything prepared?
Yes, sir. I made sure that all of the other Alphons and their field wizards are ready. We're just waiting on you now.
Perfect. Let us leave right away. Grabs bag that's been packed already.
Yes, Lord Warder. Now, oddly enough, we have to go back in time. As oh, Al, your character's name every time I see it.
Osseous.
Osseous, yes.
Oh,
There's a knock at your door. You're probably awake by now, though.
Yeah. Osseous was at home. They've been probably hanging out with one of their dads, but they go and answer the door.
Yeah. I do forget that you guys aren't nobles. I'm like, there's.
I mean, technically, I'm a noble, but they earn the
True.
title.
Yes. Of course, you open the door. Alphon, Vicky is there. She's like, good morning.
Hello. That's not its voice. Hang on. I'm so mad.
Wow.
it takes a couple sessions, I'm telling you. Mm-hmm.
Good morning.
Good morning. I was just stopping by to see if you needed any help. I mean, we're two. What is it called? We're two faces of the same coin in a sense.
I have things settled. You should go check on our Lord Warder.
Yes. Have a great day. So awkward that she's a cleric of life. Cleric of death.
Fucking closes the door.
It's just like, every time I interact with it, it is so awkward. I'm like, how do I approach it? She just darts off. Like, stay away from it. And yes, a little bit more back in time. There's also a knock at your family's home, I'm presuming, or you stare at the barracks, Roddick.
Yeah. Where are we again? Are we in Suzhou then, the capital
Yes.
city?
I forgot to move. It's actually to the screen.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Gotta love the background
what
noise.
is that? Oh,
Thanks. I was like,
background noise.
Oh, yeah.
It's the morning.
Perfect. Again, I didn't specify exactly where my mother lives, but I kind of, is it possible for her to live like just outside the city walls on like a
Yeah,
small...
she lives right there in this farm right here. Oh, I just drew a square. Where that square is, that's her house.
where that black
Hold on,
dot
hold
is.
Yes, I love it. Yeah, so I would have gone to stay with her. My mother is just as tall and just as strong as I.
Yes,
like-
we stand.
She's like in her early 70s. This woman is, yeah. This woman seems immortal. And yeah, if it's morning, I imagine we're both like standing in the kitchen yelling at each other over some cooked breakfast meat. Yeah.
Yes. There's a knock at your door.
Okay, so I say, Mother, we're putting a pin in this, and I go to open the door.
Yes, before you stands Orion Thomas. You would know him as well. I mean,
Mhm.
he's a little bit younger than you. You guys have served
32?
Yeah, 32, yeah. You guys probably served together for not really at all because you're pretty new to this.
Yeah.
Maybe
like a few months, I don't know, a year. It doesn't,
yeah.
you know.
I mean, I'm
whatever.
sure in your younger days, you know, when you were required to serve at least your 2 years, he
Mhm.
wasn't born yet.
No.
And he's like, good morning.
Oh, Thomas, what do you know? Could I invite you in for some breakfast meat with me mum?
Sure, why not?
Great. And he comes in and yeah, we sit down at a table with my mother.
Oh, lovely home you have here.
Yes. Well, what brings you here, Thomas?
Just to
We're heading
make
out soon, yeah.
sure. Yep, that's why I'm here. It's
Mhm.
very weird that you're older than me, yet I'm classified as your senior.
Yeah, that is a bit strange, isn't it? You know, let me tell you about something. You know, I used to have a friend that was quite a bit older than me when I was your age in the army, and well, you know, back then I was just working me mother's land like she is now, and well, it was quite strange. He ended up getting crushed by some threshing machine or some other, and well, I hope that doesn't happen to me. You know.
That is an invigorating story. I feel much alive.
Yes. Yes. Well.
Do you
And
not
as
have
we're talking, my mother is just sitting and just shoveling like sausage into her mouth and just kind of watching him, just silently.
do you not have any children?
No family of my own, just me mum. I never knew me dad, never knew me pa. Just me mum and me mum only.
Well, I'm sure one day you'll have a family of your own.
Oh, I sure hope so, Thomas. I sure hope so. What's your mum doing, Thomas?
I assume she's good. I haven't spoken to her in some years. I sent her
yes,
some
great.
letters. I mostly, you know, live with my wife and her 2 children.
Yes. Well, and at that, my mom kind of speaks up. She says, "Call your mother, Thomas. You gotta call your mother."
Yes, I shall
And I
call
pat
my
my mom
mother.
on the back. I say, "Oh, yes, you're right, Mom. Always call your mother." And then I imagine I've kind of finished eating at this point, and I shoulder, you know, my adventurous packet, whatever, and I kind of signal I'm ready to leave.
Yes, let's head out.
Yes, goodbye, Mom. I'll see you when we return from Thunderstone. We're going to take care of some undead.
I
And
don't
then-
know if you're supposed to tell people this.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it's private.
All right. Well, don't tell anyone I told you that, Mom. And she's ignoring me, my mother. She's gone out in the back and now she's doing some gardening or something. So
Truly amazing, I must say.
she's as strong as an ox, me mum. Strong as an ox. Well, are we headed to Ayana? Are we going to meet up with the rest of the company then, or?
We would probably. I mean, I'll head to Ion and pick her up. I'm sure the rest of the company needs to hear more of your stories.
Yes, absolutely. I'll head off in that direction to the barracks. How about it? And I'll meet up with you later.
Actually sounds delightful. Thank you so much for all the hard work you're doing.
All right. I'll have some stories waiting for you when you return. How about that?
I honestly cannot wait to hear.
I love it. I love you, Thomas. Tell Ayana I said hello.
I will make sure that's the first thing I say when I see her.
Great.
He did not.
He did not.
Very in character, though.
Batman.
Yes, all of you hoard. Well, I guess you hoard together. You all meet up. Luckily, if you guys are heading out, gate 7. If you look very carefully in the top right hand corner, god damn it, you'll see a little tiny 7. Nope, a little bit more over. You were pretty close. No, you're missing it, Kaya. Over here.
Oh God! On my screen, I just was doing it. I can't see my.
Oh, yeah, you were over here pinging. Yeah.
What the hell? My mouse is not anywhere near there.
Wait, never mind. I just realized your two colors are extremely close.
No, it's literally I'm pressing over here and it's going all the way over there. It's literally.
That's wow. But yeah, all of you are together. I mean, of course, Ayana's brigade is huge. Very standoutish. There's a lot of people would actually say. I wouldn't say some people would say.
Me and my 2,590 friends.
Wow.
Yeah, and then you have good old Tristan with his 80 extra people.
Very.
No.
Very
The size differences. So hard to tell the difference between.
Yeah. The war wizards are very like proper and like polished military style. Tristan is going down the line, making sure like all their weapons have the peacekeeping ring or the peacekeeping knot on them, and he's like inspecting his troops.
Ayana's kind of like milling through the disorganized crowd of hers and kind of like shouting hellos to the ones she recognizes, like, hello, are you ready to leave? I'm sure you're ready to leave. And make sure the people like directly under you are ready to leave. Yes. We're going to do this. Amazing. We will do as we need to. Gosh. She glances over like and looks over at like the war wizard, like, how'd they do that?
Thomas is just shut down at this point. He's like, this brigade used to be so different.
Yes, let's all line up and yes.
All 2,800 of us.
Are there formations? Thomas, what are the formations?
Just allow your Orions to conduct the troops.
Yes, my Orions. Yes, conduct. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome, Constal.
And
she
I
like kind of like
it, guys.
She kind of like touches her forehead, like, oh my god, I am fucking up.
Tristan would walk over to her. We are ready when you are.
Yes. Yes. we will be ready very soon. I mean, a lot of people. It's a little the processes are a little different than for you, but we are on track to be ready very soon.
Looks
Thank you.
around. I see.
Yeah. I mean, of course, like the much older members of her group. So pretty much out of her, what, 2, 4, 6, I don't feel like counting right now. Everyone besides like Roderick's group.
Roddick?
Roddick, yes, not Roderick. Yeah, Roddick's group. They're all like in formation. His is they're still like where do I see him here? Here? Okay.
I have my finger halfway up my nose, just like.
Roddick, please, let's look sharp.
Oh, yeah, and I flick a giant booger off my finger, and then I turn around and I start screaming at my guys. I say, "Get in line, you sorry sacks of shit! Come on now!"
Ayana covers her face with her hands, like, "Oh my god."
Where's Osseous in relation to all of this?
not that far away.
Yeah,
you guys
you're
are
like really close.
I imagine Osseous standing next to Tristan, like, oh god. It pulls out a book and just looks at a page. It says, if the fool would persist in his folly, he would become wise. And then closes the book and puts it back.
Oh, that's I love that passage. Any reason in particular you chose to read that at this exact moment?
He glances over as he flicks off a giant.
She kind of just blushes.
No reason
As
in particular.
Tristan turns around, we'll wait for your signal. And prestidigitates the booger midair as he's walking away.
Oh gosh.
I love it.
Ayana will take her cleansing stone over there and say, once you guys are all lined up, if you could all just touch this very quickly, thank you. To Roddick's only.
She's just running down, like, touch it quick.
Yeah. And I start screaming at him. I say, "You heard the lassie! Come on now, touch the rock thing."
Thomas is like,
Oh man,
they're new. They have much to learn.
Once
yeah.
Go ahead.
Ayana sees that they're all ready and clean, she would smile brightly at Tristan and say, "We are ready to go."
Tristan snaps a hand signal really quick for all the mages to cast mage armor on themselves. And then, I didn't mean to actually cast it. And then we will follow her lead.
Yeah. I need to see if.
And I will get on my horse.
Ayana will also get on her horse.
Yeah. Luckily enough, I think your two Alphons that you were very close with both wear armor.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Vicky's also good. Not as good as, Ozzy, but it's got a little bit better armor than me, but it's fine. No problem. So yes, you guys begin to head down. It will take you guys quite some time. Of course, I'm not going to make us role play through it all. You guys are heading through safe roads. As y'all just kind of like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. I already lost us. There we are. Yeah, woo, yeah. And bam, there we are. It was a very long way. Took you some time.
Ooh.
But yes, as you guys arrive at Thunderstone, you're gonna hear the same exact music now that I'm thinking about it. Thunderstone
I love it.
Do you have
It's just-
music playing?
Yeah, I was
Oh.
like, if you have it turned off, then you probably don't hear it.
It's not. Yeah, I don't have it turned off, but it's not. There we go.
I was
I
like,
hear it.
"Oh, I
Okay.
hear it through mine, sadly.
Okay.
Yes, Thunderstone is a small town in the northeastern part of Corymr. It lays along the southern bank of the Thunder River and closes close to the Hulak Forest, north of the vast swamp. The Lord Warder would know kinda of the vast swamp since one of his suitors are from that area. Awkwardly enough, pretty close, might pay a visit to him. But yes, as you guys head in, I mean, the town's pretty sparse. I mean, there's a few businesses that are still open, but before you is a man, dressed in just simple clothes. He's kind of just chilling against the wall. He kind of like, oh, sees you, kind of like sits up real quick and gives like a slight nod. He's like, greetings. Welcome to Thunderstone. I forgot Orieth's voice. It's okay. I'll find it next week.
Boy.
Yes. I hope you had safe travels, Lord Warder and Constal, and all of your
Yes.
troops.
No issues for us. Are you the?
I'm a field mage.
Yes, the field mage. Yes. What is your name?
I am Field Mage Orioth. Do you want my documents now or later?
Now, please.
If you have them now, then that would be great.
Okay. He opens up his little satchel and he's like rummaging through. He's like, "There you go. All signed by the late king himself."
Mm.
Unless that's a problem.
Not to my knowledge. The queen informed us that you had your proper papers. I'm sure if they were out of date, she would have mentioned it.
Yes. Well, we don't actually have. I mean, we have a little assembly, or we can go to the office. I'm sure your troops can just all go chill in the barracks. But
All 200, all 2,800 of
yeah,
them.
he like looks at them. He's like, it's gonna be some rough nights for them.
Yes, we can rough
they're
it. Well, they
stackable.
mostly. We have tents and everything. As long as we have land, then they have places to sleep.
Yes, we definitely have land. Or we can just head to the Bear's Den. So I can actually take that back. We'll head to the Dragon's Den. That's the tavern. And we can like just talk there, eat, drink. You guys can bring a couple of your Orions and Alifons. It's up to y'all. I have no control over you. If you want to bring your whole entire squad there, then
Radek.
bring them.
Radek and Thomas, please
Yeah.
accompany me to this
Yes.
dragon's den.
Yes.
Constable.
And so
I
Tristan-
make an
Go ahead.
I just awkwardly bow like way too much. You can tell. Like, I had to
it's-
think about it. I had to think about it, and I'm like staring off blankly, and then I remember, and I'm like, oh,
Who is he bowing to?
You.
there's field mage.
Oh.
There's field mage. There
Oh,
we go.
you're bowing. No, he's not to the field mate.
Yeah.
Radek, you are a higher rank than this field mate.
Yeah, definitely a higher rank.
No
Not only
need
this
to
person's
bow.
also a commoner.
Yeah.
This isn't.
Yeah.
It's all right. But to be
Uh,
fair, better safe than sorry. If you are going to forget who to bow to, I'd rather you always bow than not to bow to the wrong person.
It's as you told me, milady, the last time. I forgot about it. Yeah.
Yes, I would not like to see you beheaded.
Right. Yeah.
Thomas.
Yeah. So I start yelling at the guys. Are we setting up camp outside of the walls then?
Let one of the other Orneans handle it. You're coming
Oh,
with
yeah.
me. It's all right.
Okay. Yeah. Mhm.
Our group is so all over.
I imagine you. I imagine you tap me on the shoulder mid yell. And I'm like, oh,
Beatrix will take over. She will start commanding all the troops to go where they need to go.
I will look over
Yeah.
my left shoulder to Alethon Dusty Winds. Please take care of the troops and verify his paperwork. Please come with me, and I'll look over my right shoulder to Ozzy. Sorry.
Osriel.
Azrael.
To Ozzius. Ozzius is glaring daggers at Oreo. And as you say that, he barely acknowledges you and just nods.
That's all I ask.
Yeah.
Ayana will whisper to Roddick, that Alethon is very scary. Has it been obvious that I'm
I
scared?
told you.
Or like, am
No.
I doing good?
You're doing great, milady.
Yes, thank goodness.
Thomas is just shaking his head like, can I learn
And they heard
magic?
that whole conversation. They heard
Yeah, I don't know how good she is at whispering or not.
I don't think Roddick can whisper.
Yeah, Roddick definitely
Yeah,
cannot
I
whisper.
mean, yeah. Physically incapable.
Yes. Thomas has a look like he's like, God's above, please. Let me divine magic so I can change. I'll do anything. But yes, you guys are headed towards, it's gonna have a weird name. I don't know if you guys are actually gonna be able to say the inn's name. No, you don't. But yeah, you're brought to this lovely inn. By lovely, I mean this inn's not lovely at all. It's a quaint village, very homely.
How humble. Beautiful.
Yeah, I suggest we go through the stables and then through the door.
So Tristan will get off his horse, but like not hold on to the reins because he's expecting someone to grab him. And then realize and mage hand the reins.
Ayana will also get off. She was probably actually leading her horse for a bit and just walking with everyone else for a while. Yes,
Amazing. So yeah, bam, you guys into the humble stables. There,
is there someone to take our horses, or what's the protocol here?
I'll take your horses, I guess.
Thank you.
He takes both your horses and just like opens the door. He's like, go in there, horses.
I have to reload. I tried to click Ayana and it clicked a random part of the screen.
This is horrible for her. I kind of assumed that we were gonna come here, so I let the barkeep know that we should have the place empty. Not everyone is a fan of me being here, but I am the most expert in necromancy.
Fucking Rogar, see that's why.
Tristan is going to start walking by him. I'm assuming there's only like one door into the actual inn.
Yeah, like you have to go on through here, and it like comes up here.
Okay. Like
And you guys can just pull yourself over, and you'll see the place.
Please move me.
There we go.
Before I was gonna say before Tristan goes in, Ozius will like sort of tap like go to grab his hand and then be like, oh, like just sort of like tap it a little bit.
Then I would stay back.
Yeah. He'll sort of like lean in close and whisper, are you sure we can trust the necromancer?
Absolutely not. But we're here to do a task for Her Majesty. We'll do what we need to do. And if
should he lose his purpose, I will kill him. It is my divine right.
just make sure our task here gets done first.
As you wish.
And walk through the door.
Yep.
Roderick just runs to the bar.
Yeah. I head straight for the bar and order a round of ale. Can I do that for everyone?
Yeah. The barkeep's like,
God, is ale all that's available?
He's on a working man salary, okay?
yeah. He puts down 6 pitchers, I think. 3. Yep, 6 pitchers. And he's like, just 2 falcons, aka 2 silver.
Yeah. That's right. I have 94 lions, aka 94 gold. So I make my change and whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
He hands you back 8 falcons. You now have change.
Love it, love it. Thank you. I love roleplay. Oh, I love it. And I return to the table with 6 giant pitchers of ale. I'm holding them like a very skilled waiter, where they're kind of sloshing about, but I don't lose a single drop, and I set them all down.
Thank you, Radix. Very thoughtful of you.
Yes, long journey. Need to hydrate, and I just slam mine back like right away.
Wow.
Okay.
This is truly amazing, I must say. But, all pleasance aside, we must talk about the undead that plague this area.
Yes, nasty, nasty things that.
I guess they're nasty. I mean...
Oh, no offense to you being a necromancer and all.
They're ungodly and need to be destroyed.
Okay.
Tristan shoots a gun over.
He does notice your little holy symbol. He's like, "Oh, this makes quite sense. Why you hate relife, as I like to call it."
Relife?
Undeath.
That is an interesting name for it.
Relife.
Undeath is, it sounds so horrible. Relife also doesn't sound as bad, but it paints me in a brighter light at least.
I'd agree to disagree.
If given the
About this
opportunity,
painting you
I
in a
would-
letter, right? I do not feel any more at ease by you saying that. Oh,
if
that's
given
rude.
the
I'm sorry.
opportunity, I would strike you down.
Ayana looks at Tristan like, look who can't control their truth now.
When she says that, I stand up from my chair and kind of like, yeah. Defend my race.
Tristan just clears his throat.
I kind of take that as a cue to sit back down.
Thomas
Osseous
is
will
like,
just open its book.
And I'm just watching you, like,
We're here on a mission.
kind of mean mugging you.
Fill us in.
And I also reach across the table to take the pitcher of ale that I got for you. And
I don't want it.
I know.
Just like pat your
You
hand,
hadn't
like,
touched it, and now I'm like,
this is my ale.
Ayana will pat Roddick's hand and kind of like, calm down.
This is like, man, this is crazy. Orioth is also like, wow, this is an interesting group. But yeah, they kind of just show up whenever they want.
Without the proper permits or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, technically they do not have the proper permits. Like, yeah.
What other
Killing me, Kaya.
information do you have?
I mean, it's like they're breaking so many laws. They're teleporting in. They
So
also don't have permits.
They do not appear outside of town, but inside of town?
Yes, inside the town. I mean, there also been sightings outside the town. Those ones just kind of roam around.
Please, you know more about this subject than we would. Are they rising from the ground? Are they just appearing out of mist? Are they...
Some appear out of ground, and then others appear, like, as I said, as if they were teleported.
Have you heard of this before?
Yeah, with high-level necromancers, I mean, we do, learn other spells than necromancy. We can learn teleportation spells. But,
Oh, I assume the undead were teleporting themselves. Would that make sense that the necromancer would be teleporting them in? Yes. It's much less scary now that I know that. Do they usually have magic? They don't have magic, right? The undead themselves, the creatures?
well, there are undead who can.
They
learn
can teleport.
Magic. Yes.
So this is very worrying.
But what's truly worrying, in my opinion, is I have seen wraiths with some of them. So whoever this necromancer is very powerful to be able to create a wraith on his own. Not only one, but multiples. Or her.
What is a wraith?
You do not know what a wraith is?
Why, I did not want to sully my mind with knowledge such as this.
Okay, well, it's pretty much just malice. It's an evil. It's like a ghost, you could say. It's it's suffused with negative energy. It likes to kill and extinguish life. They actually, you could say, they drain life from others. And let's just not have anyone die near one of them, because it'll just create more problems for us, since wraiths can create specters. And specters are other ghostly creatures.
When do they most appear often?
You would think only at night, since wraiths have sunlight issues. But that's another thing that we should talk about. When the wraiths do come, clouds roll in. So this might not only be a very strong necromancer, but someone who is high enough to, cast control like weather and stuff.
Would I know of anyone within our country who would have that high of level of power?
I mean, there's other Lord Warders who have 9th level spells. Yes.
Okay. And mass teleportation.
It's rare, but like if if they're using teleportation circles,
Okay.
then it's a little bit easier.
And what information can you add? How does this necromancy differ from your own, perhaps?
Well, these ones are sent out to do ill will to the mortals of this land. My creatures, as some people would call them, don't. I command them to do tasks around the village. Very confusing during crazy times when they appear, because mine, to me, it's hard to tell the difference. So I do understand if you accidentally kill some of my resurrected.
The ones who are teleported, do they appear in the same areas?
Yeah, I would say yes. It's very random though. It's not always like the same spot every single time.
How many appear
They do not
normally?
appear in people's homes or anything, right?
No, not to my knowledge, no.
How many appear at a given time normally?
It truly depends. Anywhere from 1 or 2 to maybe 10.
Troops should be able to handle that readily, I feel.
Agreed.
Now, I don't also want to throw more bad news. About 8 days ago, I saw I think it's pronounced White, Wight. Yeah, White.
Right?
White, right. It's so weird
I
to
think
pronounce.
White.
Yes, we have issues. It took great energy and almost cost me some townspeople's lives. They I've only seen one of those in my entire time of being here, and I've been here for approximately 3 months now. These creatures are truly undead monsters. I can say that. I would never use that form of magic to summon one of those. I understand that is evil beyond evil. Mostly because, they retain their memories. And that goes against what I believe. Resurrecting the dead, I should not say resurrecting, reanimating the dead, does not put memories or emotions into it. These people have not feelings, but the memories. So they do seek out family or friends or enemies. Mostly I've seen enemies. The one that was here.
True abominations.
I do agree with that statement. But that is the extent of what I've seen a few specters, but I can easily remove those.
If it would please you, if you would show my other Ornians to some of the places where they show up, I can station my troops near those areas and have watches constantly.
Yes. As he reaches into his bag, he pulls out like a whole map of the town. And he's like just pointing at like all these locations. There's a lot of locations.
Oh, I have a lot of people. It's fine.
Thankfully.
2,800 of them.
Yes.
It's like Washington, D.C. right now.
Yeah.
25,000. 25,000 people in Washington, D.C. That's crazy. Anyway.
I have done some detecting of magic to, I thought of teleportation circles were probably being used, but every time I do it, I don't find any circles within the town, so I'm not sure if it is spells layered upon spells to hide it, which, I mean, it's possible. You can use divination to hide things from people, and I'm sure you can apply that to a circle. But, I am not as strong as a wizard as a Lord Warder, so maybe you should take a look.
I plan to.
There's
Maybe.
a chance that they could be dispelling them, maybe? Moving them?
A possible one-time use as well.
Yes. That would be a lot scarier than anything.
Is that all the information you have?
For the most part, yes.
Thank you for being diligent with the information. We will begin our investigation on these matters and figure this out swiftly. And he's going to stand up and start walking up.
Ta-ta.
Oh. Ayana had just used her ring to detect poison and disease before she took a drink from her cup as he got up and walked out. Well, yeah, I will be out there with the troops shortly. She tastes. Well, is it poison? I should ask that.
No, there's no poison detected.
As he takes her first.
Osseous will stay for like a brief moment, sort of looking over Orioth, but then follow out after its Lord Warder.
And I'm making sure if I'm drinking the rest of the ale that nobody touched. I'm just throwing them back.
That's a lot of ale.
I know, yeah. I don't let it go to waste, I'm big.
I paid for it.
Too. I got a tolerance. Yeah, so I'm just drinking it all.
You should try my
Hey,
family's
me mom
wine
taught me.
sometime.
Ugh. I kind of.
Ayana looks
Don't care
so
for the taste of
deeply
wine.
offended.
Thomas is like, you need to just.
This is not just say my family's wine.
She is literally your boss and more than one.
Thomas, you like my family's wine, right?
If I could afford it, yes.
Oh, I wasn't aware. I have some in my tent. You may try it. She glares at Radek. Some people.
As
you
I'm
try
throwing
it, and
back
that's
the
okay.
last ale on the table. Yeah.
All right, so we'll move you two really quick. As this map lays out in front of the other people, a spot not too far away from y'all, like sparkles on the map.
Okay.
Oh, a spot on the map sparkles, and he's like, oh, well, I guess you will get to see these creatures firsthand.
Wait, where? Wait, what sparkle? Where?
On the
Wait,
map,
wait.
like right outside of like it would look like because it's a sparkle, it's gonna be big. It looks like it'd be right on top of y'all. I can if
By y'all,
anyone,
you mean my group?
yeah,
Or okay.
just ignore the ignore. Yeah,
It's right now, right?
yeah. It looks like this map. I can also track teleportation coming in.
Thomas, go fetch Lord Warder, Tristan, and Asius.
As you come in.
I love Thomas.
Imagine
love
Roddick's in my head.
Yes. We'll jump back out here. Oh, hiding underneath people. Go ahead.
How does this one? Sorry.
Oh.
Same.
Turn.
Just flying around the map.
Could I use? Could I use my Eyes of the Grave? Which allows me to sense undead within 60 feet of me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to use that.
Yeah, as your eyes feel the undead, does it tell you like where exactly?
Oh, let me see.
Or is it like a general location?
That isn't behind total cover and isn't protected by divination magic.
Oh, technically, closed doors would be total cover because you can't see them. You might be able to see like their little chest parts.
Their little chest parts through the door.
Yeah.
I almost called you Thomas. If Tristan is walking next to me, then I will like put a hand out and stop him.
It stops him.
Yeah, as you do hear like just like thumps against the door. As Thomas runs around the corner, he's like, we have some undead to worry about. As he kind of looks at the door and it's being hit, and he's like, great.
Tristan will start walking back.
As you're walking through the door, Ayana will send a message to your ring.
Yeah,
And I forgot about this. Sorry.
Well, you are here to protect us. Please come, protect us.
She just says, Radek, to me.
Hi.
Orios didn't roll that. It was the zombies who technically rolled that. Yeah.
We rolling initiative?
This is like her first real battle. Like she's had like training and mock battles and stuff, and like nothing was high stakes. Like, oh, this person's trying to murder you.
Yeah, you guys are surprisingly going to roll initiative.
Okay.
As you guys.
Holy shit!
Damn,
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, as the doors fly, well, they fall off their hinges as two zombies are right there.
Do you want to change it to the map? Lost.
Yes, I will. I'm just refreshing.
Three.
I didn't want to blind everybody. Sorry.
But let's go ahead and get initiatives out of the way. And then after that, we will head to a break so I can get the map ready all the way.
Oh, true. Josiah, click your token, and then roll it
My
again,
token?
and then you can change the number after.
A
Because for
token on-
initiative rolls, you have to be roll 20.
Oh,
There we
we
go.
Just
have
need
to
to have
do
it
that
selected
in roll
before you put.
20? Oh.
So click
Oh,
on your
wait.
token
So
and roll
click
20.
it?
No. You don't have to
Ah.
roll it in roll 20. You just have to have your character
I see.
selected before you
So
do.
select
Before
it?
you.
I think I'm selected.
There we
Okay.
go.
Selected
Nope.
in roll 20. And
and
then roll
now
it
now
again.
go and roll it. Yes, and then but you'll keep your first number.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, so sorry.
Unfortunately.
That's okay.
Big
Oh
sad.
wow, that was an oh wow. No, that's okay, no worries.
Yeah. So we will head to our break really quick so I can get the map all set up and get the orders set right.
Yeah.
And we will be back shortly.
Yay, bathroom break.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bio break. And we're backo, like tobacco. That one wasn't so cool.
I liked it.
Oh,
It's not cool to smoke tobacco.
Don't kiss his ass.
But yes, we will start the initiative off right at the top of the order. Well, technically not really, because the first one is turn order. That's the top of the order. But Lord Water Tristan.
So they're behind the doors, right?
Oh no, they broke the doors down.
Okay, the doors are broken down.
Yes.
So while they were breaking down the doors, he would have unwrapped his glaive.
Oh yeah, breaking your peace bond.
Yeah. Well, let's get this started. And I'm gonna cast Misty Step and appear right in front of them, and then take a swing with my glaive. Does a 23 hit?
A 23 absolutely misses. No, I'm joking.
It's happened before.
They are. Yeah, you slash into this beautiful zombie. It's got a new fresh weave in.
Okay.
Oh my God, slay, sis.
She has an elegant dress on. She was like, "I'm just here for a night out."
Sorry, we're closed. And that's my turn.
Reserve this, so okay.
Yeah. Thomas, knowing what he needs to do, I think you can actually. Wow, this is going to be a very awkward battle since it's just in the doorway. He wields a one-handed longsword as he will attack the zombie that the Lord Warder attacked. Wow, he is. He's out here doing the most. Wait, one of my decks are gone.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, where's my
Your
oh,
deck.
it got hidden from me.
Oh, weird.
Oh, it's hidden from me
Weird.
too. Oh no.
I can see.
Wait, what?
I
can...
just-
oh wait,
I
you mean the
just
inspiration deck? I
popped it.
can't see that one.
I hid that.
I hid it.
I hid from y'all. All right, it is a. I have to jump back. It is a slashing weapon. So slashing is the very first one.
Oh, I'm in the way. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Your speed is reduced by. Oh, it's probably gonna be dead. Let me see. 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 2 is 11. Wow, no, it's not dead. God.
But now it's even slower. Aren't zombies already hella slow?
Yeah. Its movement speed is 20. Now it's 10. As this thing is literally knocking on death's door once again.
It's a familiar door for it.
Yeah.
So knowing that the wraith is behind them, Osius will go here. Can I cast a spell clearly to it?
Yeah, as long as you can see it.
Okay. I will cast Guiding Bolt.
No, leave my way full up.
And do very bad.
Wow, my wave says no. Damn, that's crazy.
Ozzy's kind of grumbles. There's people in the way.
Yeah, you had to like make sure you didn't hit like your newfound allies.
Yeah.
Miss Constal?
So if I were to move here, would I be able to hit them through the side of the door?
So what you can do is you can move into their space, like into either the Lord Warder space or your Orient space, as long as you don't end your turn.
That's awkward. I'm too proper to do that. So she's gonna...
Oh, so you would like hold your action?
Yeah, you could also hold your action.
She could.
Or you
But
can move like right here and hit that one. It'll just have a
Yeah,
plus
so
3 to its AC.
I don't want to have a put. No, she's just gonna like she's not super sure what to do, so she's just gonna
So awkward.
grab one of her hairpins out of her hair, which is functioning as a dart, and throw it at the Wraith.
At the Wraith?
Yes.
Big guy back here?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Wait, there's a Wraith back there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh!
shit!
Oh no.
Oh, baby! Why are you like this? Cool. Pog.
Kaya, I love you.
I don't know why you
Starting
do
this
me
out
like.
beautifully.
Oh God, I put that somewhere I can't see it.
Oh!
What does it say? What? I can't.
Shameful. Re-roll this attack against an ally within 10 feet of the original. Hey, you're lucky. I don't think
Okay.
anyone's within 10 feet.
Okay, thank God.
Yep,
I was like,
15
oh no. I was like, if I had to choose someone, I'm choosing Thomas.
Oh, his AC is very high. Not super high.
Oh, yeah, based on AC, that's what it was based on.
But yeah,
Yeah, I'm not
yeah, that's crazy.
is that your turn, I guess?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Roger?
Hey, all right. I mean, it's not like Roddick just to stand back and like let other people do his job of smashing things. So I'm trying to rush up in here. I mean, I'm trying to like bully these guys out of the way so I can smash one of these undead, right?
Yeah.
I mean, can I get up in here? It is
Yeah.
very crowded. It is.
Yeah, you can definitely get right there. You can go on the other side.
Right up here. And I'm kind of like, maybe I'm doing like a thrusting attack with my two-handed great maul. You know what I mean? Like I just maybe even part of the doorway comes up with it. You know, like I just really
Yeah, you're destroying property now. Great.
So I'm gonna roll to attack with my maul. Did it do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Yes. I know if my weapons don't got me, Roddick got me.
It is funny that both of her people did roll crits.
Yes, I'm more of a leader than a fighter. I don't know what to say.
And I went ahead and
that
gave you your
was-
card.
Oh, I got a card for a crit?
Yeah.
Oh,
Your critical hit deck for players card.
Yeah. So you can read it or bring it
That's
to the
cool.
screen.
And so wait, can we
Oh yeah, so the
played with
card.
the cards again.
Yeah, so
I can like hold on to that. It's like an inspiration, right? Or something?
No, that's not the inspiration one. These ones are immediate effects.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So you
okay.
just
But
drag it to the
I
screen.
can read it?
Yeah,
read
you
it,
can
but I
read it
don't-
out loud.
Do I have to use it right now, or can I hold on to it?
No, it's
You
for this
have to
attack.
use it. Yeah, it's for this attack.
The
Okay,
ones that you
so
get to
I'm
save
going
are the
to-
good boy cards.
Gotcha. So, wow, I can just pick one of these. There's 4 things on here. I can just pick
it
one.
would be, I think, the very first one. It has like a hammer on it.
The bludgeoning.
Yes. This one. Well, the bludgeoning one looks like it would be gut punch, which is triple damage. That has a picture of a maul and a hammer on it.
Yeah, that's that one. Yeah.
Okay,
Bludgeon.
yeah. It says triple damage.
Okay. So yeah, if you want to just drag it to the screen and then we can get rid of it because it only lasts that 1 second.
Gotcha. So drag it to the screen. Oh,
Drag and drop.
drag it. Aha!
Bam.
There it is. Oh, there it is. You can see it.
Yes. Triple damage.
Okay. Well, and so I rolled.
So 39
13.
damage.
Wow. That's quite a bit there,
Let's
isn't it?
go.
Now?
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, I don't think even with undead fortitude, this the zombie's gonna make it. Yeah, no, 5 plus the damage taken. That's 44. Yeah, the highest a zombie can get is a 23. So, yeah, that zombie also on top of it only had 1 hit point left.
Ah, so I just basically
You just went
Style
all out
points,
on
style points, sweetie.
obliterated it. I just fucking.
Yeah,
All right, okay.
Bonk.
it is
Vibe check.
reduced to dust.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, man. Anything?
Oh yeah, okay. Nope. Standing by.
Standing by. Perfect. As now the zombie's like, hey yo, my fam just got hit.
He just
Zombie
says
will
that.
make attack against we'll say Thomas. An 11 is gonna miss. Sorry, zombie. You aren't that good. The Wraith, though. Actually, I think the Wraith can be like extra poggers.
Uh-oh. Go through the wall.
Wow, an extra poggers.
Yeah, it sure can.
Extra punkies.
So that's 10.
Oof.
That's 20. So yeah, it can go to right here.
So it can travel through enemy spaces.
Yeah, as incorporeal movement.
What does Roddick feel like when that goes?
Yeah, it's Roddick. The Wraith kind of just like claws its way through you. It doesn't hurt, but you know.
Yeah.
It's like going through.
Hey, what's good? Poking.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Ozzy
No
scowls as if this
Yeah, come in here. That'll be much easier for me.
Yeah, as it will. Yeah, as it kind of like crawls through you, it's gonna make an attack at you.
Yep.
Does a 16 hit?
My AC. All right, so I was just wielding my two-handed weapon, so I wouldn't have been holding my shield. So my AC is 16.
Oof. Yeah.
So
it rolled really good on its damage.
what is it?
26 necrotic.
26 necrotic.
It's like
I'm
half of his
fine.
floor.
Don't worry. I'm okay. Listen, I'm good.
No, you're not.
Guys.
Stop lying.
You don't gotta worry about me. You don't gotta worry. I'm good. I'm doing great. So,
and then
Are you bloodied or not?
Half of his points, dude.
Yes, you need to do a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. I can do that.
14.
So, I'll roll my Constitution saving throw now. Incoming. Here we go.
Ooh.
Did not make it.
Listen, guys, you don't need to worry about me. It's all I'm saying.
I'm doing great. I'm doing amazing.
I'm doing fine. He's bloodied.
Coughs up blood. I'm just so happy to be here.
I'm fine, you guys.
Sadly,
all right.
your maximum hit points drop by 26.
That's okay.
So you're not get bloody anymore.
You're fully healed.
The blood just goes away.
So all right. Woo!
Yeah.
So my max HP is now 2614. And so I am then at 14.
Yeah. So you're fully healed.
That's great. Listen.
I don't need to heal you.
That could have been a whole lot worse.
He said he was fine. No, I think it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
No, so I imagine if I could take the liberty to kind of narrate this, I imagine this thing just comes through me and you guys don't even really see what else going on. All of a sudden, I just look I'm doing bad. I just look awful.
I'm doing
Like,
bad.
I just like, you can't see maybe any physical injuries on me, but like my skin has just paled and like a really deathly look has come over my face, and I'm like, oh, that's not good.
So like me.
That's yeah, bye.
Yeah. Yeah, it's whew. All right.
Yeah. Orioth steps up to the plate. You know, he's like, "Sorry about your friend. He looks pretty injured."
Is he
As
talking to me right now?
Yeah.
Is now the time?
As he points to the
Talking
race.
to me?
Yeah.
And
Are you going to fight or are
yeah,
you going to talk?
and as a beam of black energy shoots out, and of course, I did not make it a spell attack. Yeah, make a spell attack. Yeah, whoops, that's embarrassing. It's a ranged attack. How much? It doesn't do any damage.
What does it do?
It can make wait, what does it do?
No,
It
it
just
does
makes-
half
they,
damage.
they roll half damage.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That doesn't help
So,
me
yeah,
at this point.
25.
That use strength. Damage with weapon attacks that use strength.
Yeah, a natural weapon is typically strength based.
Okay.
Yeah, so now it can it made the hit. So at the end of each of its turn, it'll make a con save against a DC 15 to
Probably
break
dead
free of
things
the-
shouldn't have good con. Like you already died once.
True.
No, we're-
Already died once.
I'm just going to stop right here now. And it is now turn 2.
Yay.
And it's back to the Lord Warder.
So
Who just witnessed this man pretty much age even more.
Yeah.
He's brittle.
I'm looking more and more like my mother.
Oh, you look so strong.
Yeah.
Whip around and glaive to the face on the wraith.
Great.
Boom. Oh, ouchie.
A 14 does hit.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Only 5 points of slashing damage as you slash through the mist. It's it's a ghost.
And then I'm going to, as I'm twisting it around, I'm going to swing it back and hit him with the butt end of my glaive.
A 14 again.
Yeah.
Yay!
Damn, job. This
Damn.
ghost is pretty
He's
angry.
badass.
Like, don't hit me. I'm angry now.
Mm.
He's like, interesting.
Quite so.
Anything else?
That's it.
That is it. All right. Good old Thomas is like, guess I'll take care of this undead. As he okay, Thomas.
No, my people, let's go.
Thomas does not like the undead. It turns out.
Wait, that was Oreos. Oh no, that's because you're Oreos.
Yeah, it's because my name
Okay.
is Oreo. Here, we'll switch it to
Ooh.
DM. Trust me, Oreo does not have a dueling style.
I was like, damn, Oreos.
Yeah, Oreo just be critting everywhere.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Bro.
Oh, and
Damn,
then
he
we
really did deserve to be console, huh? That's crazy.
So yeah, it is slashing damage, double the damage, and you make an opportunity attack. Wow. So he gets an extra attack, and he does 9 plus 2 is 11. Plus,
Times 2 is 22.
so you get 22 plus 4 is 26.
Wow.
Yeah, 26. So 26 plus 5. Yeah, no, he just instantly kills the
Ah!
zombie.
Let's
Yeah.
fucking go.
Wow.
Yeah. Sadly, it does say against the attacker, so he cannot provoke Oh, he can't opportunity attack the wraith, but he will move in closer
And
Dangerous games.
as he looks to Roddick and is like, "You good?"
the Lord
Give him a.
the Lord Warder gives him a nod of acknowledgement.
Alphon?
Okay. Osseous will move 5, 10, 15.
Kind of traveled through me.
Well, I like sidestepped you
I know.
through me. No. I won't get in your space. Obviously, I don't want to get in your space. You stayed back. For a spiritual weapon, is it a bonus action to cast and attack with it?
Yeah, the first time it appears, it is a it attacks on its turn that you summon it
Okay.
in. Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to summon it then.
Okay.
Holy shit. 23.
Damn.
It's in the shape of a bastard sword. And as it spawns, Osseous will point to the wraith and say, "In the name of Kelimvor, I will dispose of you." That is a spell slot. Let me just.
Okay. There goes your bastard sword. 5 damage, and you still have an action.
Using it is a bonus action, right? Like I can't
Yep.
do it again. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to get close to that thing. That's my turn.
Fair.
Constal?
Okay. Hyana kind of like shakes off her previous failure and kind of grips her quarterstaff tightly and takes a 5 feet forward and
Do
Go
not get
to
showed up
attack.
by your people.
I will cry.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
17
she will-
hit.
use her bonus action and she's going to kick at its like knees area.
Okay. Ooh, for another what you feel like is 6 damage. Hint, hint.
wow.
Rogar.
Oh, you don't have magical
I was
fits
gonna
yet, do
ask, I
you?
was like, usually you say like it doesn't feel like your text.
Yeah, I mean, luckily enough, the first person that hit it, his weapon is magical. So yeah, no, his weapon did fine, and then the force weapon did fine. But you feel like the slight resistance, like you're like, it's a fucking ghost.
It's a ghost. God damn it. All right, that's my turn. I
A
think.
badly injured. Wow, I just realized you have 14 hit points, and you have an issue to 14.
Wait, why does he have 14?
Yeah, I thought he was healed.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
You have more than that, right?
Well, no, because I failed my
The con save.
That just reduces your
saving
maximum,
throw.
not your
Yeah.
current.
Yeah.
No, it
but
also
he's-
yeah, he took the 26 damage.
Mm-hmm.
I took 26, and my max was reduced by 26.
So
Yeah.
you're saying what you're saying is I
I
should have healed
failed.
him.
Yeah,
No,
like so.
no.
so you
He's
were.
not
He can't
damaged
be
at
healed.
all.
He's at max health right now.
Yeah.
It's 14.
His
Oh, his max health
and
is
his-
14.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
He needs,
Okay,
a
okay, that makes
restoration.
sense.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I need a long rest or something. I don't know.
Yes.
We'll figure it out.
Does lesser restoration work?
I would let it a lesser restoration work. I'll be nice.
Okay.
Listen. There's no. I'm gonna hit on it. I'm gonna hit the wraith, right?
Okay.
I mean,
We're all waiting.
yeah. I mean, like it just
sense.
went through me. Some other stuff happened that I was kind of like not paying attention to, and then I kind of like get a hold of myself again. I kind of heft this great maul in my hand, and I try to bring it down on it.
Okay. Still going two-handed.
Yeah. Great maul. Give me strength. Did it work?
It worked. It just did
Not
not
so
work.
good.
Yeah.
Not so good. Hold on. I have some things I can do.
You have something
Because of my features. Yes. So I could take an action surge right now to take an additional action, and I think I'm gonna do that. That's not a bonus action. That's an additional action.
Yes.
So I think I want to do that to try to attack again. May I,
Okay.
please?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you're
If
you're
I'm being
weak.
if I'm being an idiot, you have to let me know. But in the absence of any intervention, I'm going to attack again with my Great Maul. Oh my god! It's so good! It's so good!
It has gradually went down.
I'm so sorry.
I'm having so much fun playing D&D with my friends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And well, it wouldn't really make sense for me to use my second wind to regain 1d10 plus 4 HP because guess what? I'm at max HP. So that's my turn. That's
Okay.
it. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Let's see. It will have
Oh my
to
god.
go after the Lord Warder. Because the Lord Warder did the most damage. I opened the wrong character sheet.
What a series of rolls. A 4 and a 3.
A 19 to hit?
Miss.
Yeah. I love that
Wait,
armor.
what? Hello?
I maybe built my wizard for a
He out
specific thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
He out here outsourcing.
Oh, what?
Yeah, his tattoo be
That's crazy.
tricky.
Thank you, DM.
You're welcome. Yeah, so yeah, it just huh?
Just...
All right. Oh, it needs to do a con save real quick. Because it did end its turn. +3. Okay, he is freed from enfeeblement.
Great.
That's delicious, isn't it?
Wait, it was so that was half damage then?
Yeah, that would have done half damage.
If it had it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
if it had hit.
Roll 20 is always out to get me, Pride. It's
Yeah.
a thing.
I feel attacked personally.
Oreo extends his hand. He's like, "Begone, beast!" As he summons a spectral ghostly hand to grab the wraith by the throat. Hopefully, 26
That's
to
kinda
hit.
hot. That's my husband, y'all.
Hey.
Gonna
13
marry.
necrotic damage.
Gonna marry and
don't
murder.
Necrotic's the best because it is immune.
He gonna
But
marry.
because he is undead, he has disadvantage on his next attack.
That does that?
To undead creatures.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's a way to keep your zombies in line. It's like, hey, don't make me chill touch you.
Obvious.
All right, round 3. Lord Warder.
We know what we're doing.
What are we doing?
We're actually gonna use Booming Blade.
Oh.
And I will make an attack. Oh, boom. Ooh. 12?
A 12. Yeah, as you swing this mighty blow, it does fail to connect. You might feel that its AC somewhere between
12 and a
13
14.
and
Yeah.
12 and a 14.
And then, having missed, I will Misty Step away since it just attacked me.
Okay.
So I'm going to go over here.
Very nice.
Only one it can't hit.
Anything else?
No. I'm good.
All right. Thomas, do your thing. Go ahead and crit again. Probably won't this time. Nope.
But
Oh, hitting a ghost is a lot harder than we would think. As he just, I think he is a fighter though. Let me see. Oh wait, actually, let me check something. Oh. Yeah, no, I have to go ahead and fix that real quick. Bam. All right, so yeah, he will action surge and attack again. An 18 does hit though, you guys. Hallelujah.
Oh,
For 4 slashing damage altogether, because dueling style is just bonus damage. 4. Woo! This ghost is not looking happy, y'all. All right, Elephon. Once another Elephon pops up, I have to stop calling you that. It'll get confusing.
Heck. Okay, I will bonus action swing with my bastard sword. I couldn't think of the name.
Bastards. Oh, 24 is gonna hit.
yes.
For 10.
My poor
Hey.
Wraith is dying.
That's kind of useless. Let me see what I can do. Sorry.
No problem.
I will bonus action, or no, not bonus action, sorry. Use my action to lift my shield aloft and ask for Kalimvor's guidance as I do
Okay.
my path to the grave.
Ooh.
So he's cursed, and the next time someone hits them, they're vulnerable to all the attack damage.
Oh.
And then the curse ends.
Ooh.
Whoa.
That's poggers.
Yeah, I did not know that you had that. Hey, wow. Okay, bye. Fuck this shit.
Guess who's using Flurry of Blow?
It only works for one of the hits, but
Yeah.
Next to, yeah.
All right, Constall. All you gotta do is land a hit, and it's vulnerable.
Okay.
You can
do it.
You can do this.
I don't know why she moved there. She didn't
yeah,
have
I don't
to.
know why.
I guess just for effect. Oh wait, no, I wanted to. Oh right, I wanted to move, but I want to move. Ah, bitch, stop here. Just so I can get to Roddick if I need to. But he looks fine for now.
That
Let's
is gonna
go.
hit. Give me one quick second as I reply to this message. Okay. So 10 vulnerability does double the damage.
Okay. If it's still up.
Barely.
I'm going to expend a key point to use Flurry of Blows. Oh, I have to wait till I hit with an unarmed attack. Okay, to do that. So, first one.
An 11 will miss.
Okay. Second one. Bitch! I can't live like this. Oh my god.
What is with the purple dragons tonight, man? I can't figure it out. We're just
Lost, I'm so mad at you. This is stuck. I can't even move it because of the dynamic light.
So it would be the little claw. So re-roll the attack and attack an ally within 5 feet.
I'm hitting Thomas. I'm hitting Thomas.
Yeah, I was like. So go ahead and re-roll it. A 10 is going to miss.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thank
Thomas is
you
like,
for being
"Oh."
shitty.
I would have laughed if you crit on
Just went to like do a roundhouse kick at the Wraith's head just so I can clock it. Thomas right.
Thomas just goes down. Like, oh. But yeah, so anything else on your turn?
No, thanks.
All right. Roddick. You got
Yeah,
this.
so
This thing is looking injured.
Listen,
I'm listening.
so I imagine the last turn I took,
yeah,
I
it
kind
was
of
rough.
swung with my great maul, and it kind of like just went through the mist of the
Mhm.
wraith, and then I swung again, a full swing, not a bonus swing, but a full swing, and it went through the mist again. And so I kind of look at
Yeah.
this thing, I kind of like look at the wraith, and then I swing again. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
I mean, that's
confused.
logic.
I don't understand. I don't understand what this thing is. I don't understand why it's not responding to my attacks, but I swing once more, and that swing also misses.
Why are we
Roddick.
struggling?
Oh, Roddick, my love.
Yeah, you
no, it
are
is same thing. It's the same
lost.
thing.
You're like, what?
Yeah.
You just have
I'm
one.
obviously hurting. My skin is like grayish black, and I'm like swinging at it, and I'm missing, and that's it. That's all.
Oh dear
14
God.
HP.
This is
Yep.
horrible.
Not fun.
All right, so the wraith will attack. I guess it's attacking the console since the console did the most damage. This bitch was not happy about that. All right, and it does have disadvantage on this attack.
Okay.
16 to hit.
Nope.
Damn.
Let me
Now
use
it's
my
missing.
prevent proof.
It's like what the fuck? It kind of looks at Roddick and it's like
Ghost shrug.
my fam, you know what's happening to us?
I don't know
Hey, I'm
what's going on.
struggling too.
Yeah, Orioth is just like, just go again. As
Just
he
hit it, foreheads.
he's like, you're just gonna keep missing, I guess. As I'm not dealing any damage to it. I'm just stunning. It's like, ow. Another ghost is attacking me. On turn 4, none of you guys can see, but somebody else shows up to the mix.
Who?
Alphon Vicky. She's done with all the paperwork, but her initiative is a 9. And the wraith has a higher dex than she does. So yeah, Warder, it's your turn.
I'm going to walk up here and glaive to the face.
Yes, queen. Gotta love glaives.
Oh, I forgot it's.
Ooh, oh, rubbing off on me. Those purple dragons.
The feud's gonna get worse.
And then I'll swing back.
Okay.
Oh, make it up for it. So, critical.
This might be the thing that does it in.
1. Draw a card.
Because you're at 8 damage.
Come on.
I'll move
Move
it
up.
for you.
Okay.
It is bludgeoning.
It would be piercing.
Yeah, it is bludgeoning. So
No,
yeah,
it's
we're
not.
down
For
Yeah.
a
That's it right
glaive?
For
there.
a glaive?
here.
Oh wait, no, 'cause the back end though.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
back.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Triple
why.
the damage.
Oh, I
Okay.
got it. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you finish this creature?
Just as I like slice down and then whip it around, smacking it, and then I just kind of turn over to, knowing that I finished it off, I turn over to my subordinate, ready to move on to the next thing.
Yeah, as the wraith just dematerializes. You guys have survived your first encounter.
Yay!
Oh, barely.
Yeah,
Good job.
Barely, right here.
Uh,
Holy shit.
Yeah, you're
Ayana's gonna like. Oh gosh, you are screaming. You don't look so well.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Alphon.
I don't feel so good.
Vicky.
Ozzius will approach and lay a hand on Roddick's shoulder and cast Lesser Restoration.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll be nice to remove that.
Okay.
We'll classify it as a disease.
All right.
They're just like, you're fine.
So my max HP has gone up back to 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your 14 hit points are still there.
Okay, so as you do this, my physical condition doesn't quite change, but perhaps you see like a sense of relief wash over me. You know, my emotion. I'm kind of like, oh, oi, thank you.
You'll be fine.
Alpha and Vicky will speak up, but does anyone need healing? She'll just straight places. As yeah. Incoming cure wounds.
As she does that, Ozzius will check up on Tristan, make sure he's fine.
Okay. So you are getting back 6 plus 4 plus because she's a disciple of life plus 2, and she cast it at 2nd level, so 3. So an extra 13 hit points.
Thank you, God.
She's like,
So
no
now
problem.
I am at 14 plus 13 is 27.
Yeah,
I'm looking good. I'm looking good. Not bloodied.
And
I'm glad you're right.
on D&D Beyond, you can just type in the number and then click the heal button, and it'll heal you for that much.
Ooh, that's beautiful. I think I
and
got
same
it.
for
27
them.
out of 40. Yeah.
Yeah.
27 out of 40. Got it. Looking good. Yeah, so as that happens, I kind of some of the black, some of the dark kind of death look kind of fades from me and I recover a bit. That was close.
Much better.
Looking better already.
And you can see kind of as I look at you, sorry, I've been so caught up in this, I forgot all of our names. PC, Ozias of Glade. Ozzius.
You can call me Ozzy.
Ozzy.
Yeah, Ozzy.
I've been thinking of Ozzy Bear to help me, like instead of Fozzie Bear.
As you laid your hand on me to kind of help me out and cast that spell, you can see that I kind of like, my eyes really softened towards you, and whatever tension we had between us before has since kind of faded away, you know.
Yeah. Ozzius definitely did not hold any ill will towards you. They sort of look the same.
They're like, this was only in your head, see?
This was only in your head.
See, I'm very simple. Roddick is a very simple man. He doesn't quite understand. Again.
I love him.
I trust
a good boy.
I'm going to lean over to Ozzy. And will you begin the paperwork for the releasing of our peace-bound weapons? Vicky, was all the paperwork in order for our friend over here?
Yes, I verified everything.
Wonderful. We'll need to begin sweeping the perimeter with our clerics and holy magic users to make sure that no more surprises happen tonight.
Mm-hmm. I will get my chapter. Nope, I don't have a chapter. I forget what I have. Yeah, we have a conclave. I will get my conclave on this.
Thank you very much.
Paylor
As will
shall
I,
bless this area.
if you wish.
Sorry, what'd you say, Al?
I said, so will I, if you wish.
Please, but stay close, just in case.
Osseous.
I'm gonna walk up to Thomas. Be like, you showed a lot of skill back there.
Oh, thank you.
It's greatly appreciated. Thank you for taking care of them.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes, quite agreed.
And I will walk up to Kaya and like,
Yeah.
and be like, thank you. And I walk out the door.
Bitch, what you want?
Not you also should have. Thank you for being there. I'm not ashamed. Oh gosh. Thomas, if you could please go distribute orders to the rest of the soldiers. What's the word? Like, do we call them soldiers?
You the rest of your
Ayana
brigade?
knows. Yes. Hey, Ayana knew. Shut up. The rest of the brigade and
We'll nod to you.
yes, have them get set up at the sites. If you remember them correct, that what Oreos pointed out to you.
Yes.
All right.
Who's this new person?
Oh.
She's just here.
Just vibing.
This image, I'll also drop Oreos on the screen.
Oh, okay.
Bam. These are their soldiers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll give Al and Josiah also one as well. We'll have that conversation after the session.
Okay, cool.
I
Where you
love
guys will
it. I
have
love it.
your conclave and then your troop.
Cool.
Yeah. Because you gotta have an army of yourself. Like, come on, poggers. But yes, anything else y'all are gonna do? I mean, one of you is still injured.
Yeah, I'm going for another drink, man. I'm going back to the tavern.
I'll just drink it off.
We're going back to the barkeep. You know me. I'm going back through the. How do I get through here? Yep, there it is.
Ayana will shout through the door. Go ahead and take that to go and come back to camp, please. And direct and then we'll head back to watch over the proceedings.
Yeah. So I order a bunch of ale to go, and then I leave. What?
Oh
2
my
silver
God.
again?
Yeah, if you're ordering 6 of them again, yeah, it'll be 2 falcons.
I am ordering 6 of them again. So 2 falcons. There we go.
Little lids on them.
Little lids.
You guys
Like in
know,
a coffee shop.
You guys know in New Orleans you can go to a drive-through and get a cocktail through a drive-through, and they put little tape on the straw so that it's
Say it's a
technically
covered
closed
drink.
container. Yeah, it's technically a closed container. So he puts like tape on the straw of my 6 ales, and I work. Like that situation.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
God.
2 falcons well spent.
Osseous will turn to Oreo. Still looking very interesting. But still speak. You did fine work.
It's just another day. It's been going on for 3 months. I've gotten used to dealing with this.
Didn't you say you've been here for 3 months?
Yeah, well, I mean, the accidents have been happening before the 3 months. I was sent to during the 3rd month. Did not mean that I am the one causing this. I know you would wish that I would, but sadly to say, your wish will not come true.
It isn't a wish, per se. But I know what you mean. And then they'll leave them be. Also, get my bastard sword out of here. I dispelled that.
Get that bastard out of here.
So once I step outside, I'm going to begin ritually casting Detect Magic.
Okay. Yeah, so 10 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. 11.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, true.
Or 10 minutes and an action.
Yeah, 10 minutes and 6 seconds. All right. So we gotta be quick. Yeah, well, that would have probably happened during all of this. We'll jump to Ayana really quick. Anything else? I know you said you were going to watch over the proceedings.
Yes. Nothing other than that. Maybe head into her tent and have some wine to herself real quick after that.
Oh,
before she comes back out.
If Oreo didn't get any command, I would have taken him with me.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have any commands. He would follow.
Yeah.
You're a high-ranking person to him. Yeah. So as you cast your detect magic, I mean, you now feel the magic of Alifon Vicky and her conclave beginning their ritual castings. That's all that you really feel around here. I mean, of course, there's magic when you're a weapon. Oreo's spell book has a strange magic coming off of it. I think it's evocation.
Interesting. Okay. Nothing just out of the ordinary.
Other than that, yeah, there's no spells that would detect anything that shouldn't be there at the moment.
Cool. Okay. I figured that would be the case because he said he'd already done it, but you know.
He could have been lying.
Yeah.
He could be a bastard sword.
And then I will figure out where my Alifon Vicky has set up for me to rest.
Yeah. She has not commandeered. That's not the word. She's like, I'm taking this shit. You guys will be staying at the Sign of Thunder. They have more than enough beds to hold all of the war wizards.
Perfect.
But yes, so you guys, guess are going to head off. I guess also, God, now I'm forgetting names. Ayana, you and yeah, wow, we're all hitting like the brain fart moment.
Thomas,
Roddick. You
Yes,
guys are both heading off to the tent sites.
Yep, outside of town, I imagine.
Yeah. It smells like a lot of dirt out there, though. There's some
I'm
farmlands. But
That
it's
makes me
farmland.
right at home for him.
Yeah, I feel happy.
So yeah, that takes care of all that. I want to see what this button does.
God, famous last words.
Yeah, right?
No, like if I show you my screen, it's like a random. I have like a random initiative button, like right underneath the my settings button. Like I don't know what it's there for.
Don't click it. Don't click it.
I clicked it 1,000 times.
Oh, yeah.
It just popped up randomly. I think when I pulled one of the pages, got glitched and it just stuck it there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is where we will end this session, and we will pick up tomorrow morning.
What?
We get a long rest.
Yeah, everyone gets a long rest. Us not tomorrow morning.
I was like,
Saturday.
I'm so confused for a second. I
In-game.
was like,
In-game tomorrow morning.
yes, okay.
Out of game 7 days from today. No one show up here tomorrow. Please, it'll be very confusing.
I'm going to take a long rest.
Yes, you all get the benefits of a long rest. All of your spell slots are restocked if you used any, which I'm sure some people did.
Nah, me.
But yes,
Shut up.
it's getting spicy. But yes,
I could have died.
you could have.
I'm just saying, I could have died.
Yeah.
I could have died.
I had
Fine.
many ways to prevent it. I
Yeah.
just wanted to,
I mean,
It's
if you
episode
haven't
one.
turned in your death like dying permits, so I would not have allowed that.
I mean, if you were knocked
I have to
unconscious,
give
I could
2 weeks notice.
have. I could have healed you for max, but you're fine.
True.
You're fine.
Yeah, I want to say, yeah, with that creature though, if he failed the check the second time after he, his maximum hit points, he would have been insta dead. But I had Vicky does know Revivify, even though it's definitely a spell that she would have to get permission to use.
Oh wait, can we give permission for
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Vicky.
Yeah, her hey, look, she can get permission from her Lord Warder too.
Okay.
That would change the whole dynamic. Ooh.
But my god still won't like it.
Yeah, her god is Paylor, so she's all about bringing light to life. It's such a polar opposite of those two. But yes, tune in. I think we might have possibly a session, a little quote unquote one shot. It'll be like maybe an hour or two, just some chit chatting on Tuesday. If not, we will be here Friday for the final episode of our one shot group, and then we'll be back here Saturday to see what the hell's happening in this town. Where are all these damn zombies coming from?
Those darn zombies.
What the hell?
Just knocking on our doors.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Don't forget to follow us
Thank you.
on Twitter
yes.
and Instagram and YouTube, and also join our Discord, which is on our Twitch. There's a lot of fun that happens there, so definitely come
Yes.
join
Wait.
us.
How many people are watching right now?
Right
We're now to 9.
for leaving, it's like 8.
Okay.
A second ago, it was an 11.
I thought it
Come
was.
on, 11 people? Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you,
Yes,
8
thank you
people.
so much.
Definitely.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Shout out to all of the people who have followed. We're gonna shout out from the last person I can remember is Mario. Then we got Muncher. Then we got Zell.
Zalora.
That's Zalora. Okay. We got Fool's
Joe.
Arcade.
I don't have a Twitch. I gotta get a Twitch.
Yeah, and then you follow us. Yeah,
And Kai checks?
Kai checks, yeah. Bored to tears. Oh.
No, it's I was like, wow.
They're just crying this whole entire thing. They're like, I hate this. And then Locus _ corpse.
Oh, and now
And
Pride League.
relations.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Pride League. That is
Oh, thank you,
Ayana's
Prime.
artist. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, we
Art
greatly
is
appreciate
amazing.
all of this. And we cannot wait to see we can't wait for y'all to see our lovely faces again. I was gonna say your lovely faces, but we don't see y'all. You see us.
I can't wait to
would
see
like
your
to.
lovely
I would
usernames
like
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone hop in our Discord and you can jump into some video chats with us. Then we'll see your lovely faces.
There we go.
But for now, we will bid everyone au revoir.
Bye.
Adieu.
Jeez.
Hey, Kaya.
Everyone